In this episode, I tell you to cancel Netflix. Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Real Estate TV. I'm very excited to bring you this one. In today's episode, I'm going to be speaking with you about what you should be doing to prepare yourself for finance approval. And I'm filming on the big camera today, no longer filming on the iPhone, just trying something different out to see how that goes. And I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully the quality should be a little bit higher. I'm also mic'd up, so if you're listening on the podcast, the audio should be a little bit better. You'll have to excuse my voice though, I literally just woke up. I think there's no clocks in this house. I think it's 6:30 in the morning or something like that. 6:50 in the morning. But I woke up and I was super inspired to do this one. So there's probably a lot of people out there who are going for finance approval right now. And I want to spend a couple of your minutes and my minutes talking about what you should be doing to prepare yourself for finance approval. So if you are sort of in the camp of people that are on a tighter budget, and the little things are really going to make a difference, you probably need to start looking at what you're spending and reduce some of your bills. So the banks, just before they approve you for finance, one of the things that they do is they have a look through your bills to determine if you are pissing money away on stupid things, and will you be able to service your loan. Essentially, will you be able to pay your bills? So they have a look through. Your bills, and they see if you are spending tons of money on going out on dinners, and do you have a car loan and a credit card, and all that sort of stuff. So I couldn't recommend enough. If you have enough notice, getting rid of some of those bills as quickly as you can. So if you're buying a block of land that sort of has an 18-month time frame, that's a great place to start consolidating some of those bills, because you're putting yourself in a better financial position and you're a better risk to the bank when you go for a loan. So some of the things that I always recommend are get rid of Netflix. If you have a credit card that you have open that you're not using, that still counts. So they look at that like it is completely maxed out. So get rid of that credit card, close it down, stop using Afterpay, and stop using, what's that other one they use now? Zip Pay. Just get rid of all that sort of stuff, because those are the sorts of things that an analyst is going to have a look at and use those to determine whether you are a good risk or a bad risk. So I couldn't recommend enough. Just get rid of them, close them down. You can always get them back afterwards. I mean, Netflix is not going anywhere, but I've seen them affect people's ability to get a loan. Now, a couple of things people don't realise. I actually have a good story for you. Well, it's not a good story. It's actually kind of negative, but it's interesting. There was a fellow who bought a block of land, and he bought the house from me to put on that land. He bought the land, and he went on a holiday about 4 months out from settlement, and he went to something like Bali or something like that, one of those sorts of places. And he came back, and he had been gone for longer than 3 weeks. He left the country for more than 3 weeks, which meant his pre-approval, it wasn't 4 months. It was like bang on settlement. It was a weird time to go for a holiday. He came back, and the bank had decided, because he'd been out of the country for more than 3 weeks, and that may be different based on every bank, so ask your broker what the deal is with you. But they basically went, you left the country, so we cancel your finance approval. So he came back, had no finance approval, could not settle on the block. The entire deal was finished. Don't go on holiday if you've bought a house. For two reasons. Number one, it's going to show up in your bills when the credit analyst is going through to try and work out if he's going to approve you for a loan or not. and they will probably cancel your home loan because you've left the country. I don't know why that's the case, but it simply is. So that is something to watch out for. What else would I be doing? If I had a long settlement, I'd be stockpiling cash. If I put down all my savings, let's say I buy a $340,000 block of land down the road in Arcadia, and I put down a $10,000 deposit, and I've got a 12 or an 18-month settlement period, I would be putting cash away like it was going out of fashion. I would be cancelling everything, selling my car and just putting cash aside, because it is going to make you look like a better risk. Basically, the less you spend and the more money you have, common sense, the better chance you are going to be able to get a loan. I know it sounds like simple advice, but it's definitely worth it. And if you're actually really serious about it, I reckon what you'll find is you enjoy giving up those things because it feels like you earned it. And you'll move in and you'll have a think when you're moving in and you sit down on the couch after a week of being in and everything's finally set up, you're having a glass of wine sitting there thinking, shit, I had to give up everything for this. All my savings, my Netflix, blah, blah, blah. And I reckon you'll just be really proud of yourself. I know I would be anyway. So I think it's worth it. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I've enjoyed filming this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Let me know what you thought down below in the comments, or just say hey, or stop filming them first thing in the morning because your voice is croaky and your hair's a mess and your eyes look like you're a panda. Tell me something down below in the comments. If you've enjoyed it, subscribe. If you've enjoyed it, share it around. Tell someone about it because you never know. They might have Netflix and they won't get a home loan, or they've got a trip to Bali planned and they won't get a home loan, and then they watch this and we save their life together, you and I. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I cannot wait to see you next week. Enjoy.